did not feel like I was part of my class at all, that I felt I was A, 335 pounds, and B, invisible. Now, I know that's not logically possible, but it goes even further. I was the public address announcer at our football games. I read the announcements over the intercom at school every day, and still, I thought that I was invisible. I was stealing to get food, both food and money to get food. There was never really enough for me. I was fat, and fat was a problem, but being fat was not the problem. It was a reflection of another problem. When I finally admitted that and went to professionals and to other people who had symptoms like I had, asked them what they did to get better, and then slowly, churlishly, very childishly, at my own pace instead of the pace they suggested, I started doing those things and I started to get better.
So people are going to be watching you, looking at you, saying, well, okay, what did he do? How did he get over this? You tried every freaking diet. You did the Atkins thing, and you have a funny line, and they say, oh, the great thing about Atkins is it's all you can eat, and you made good use of that. So you went in and out of a couple of programs. You checked into this place in Long Island, and then you went back, but what happened?
What I like to say is that I've lost 155 pounds. I've kept it off for 20 years, fairly consistently, not a straight line on the scale, but pretty consistently, and I did it without going on a diet and without having surgery. But what I did do, I mean, that's true, but it's not accurate, or maybe it's the other way around. But I basically changed everything about my life, and it involved, as I said, it involved spiritual growth, where I had spiritual arrogance before. I was sure that it was all a crock, and now I allow that maybe I was wrong about that. But also, I have been going to support groups for 20 years, and it all started with therapy. It started with friends at work coming to me and saying, we think you're unhappy, we think you should get help. I went to the employee assistance program. They suggested therapy. This therapist eventually suggested support groups. When that didn't do enough to change my behavior around food, I might have been changing internally, but I was still 365 pounds, or at least that's what I weighed the day I went into rehab in 1991. So that's what I would suggest for others. Some people could say, gee, in that position might say, I wish it, I wish it hadn't taken so long. I feel very grateful that it happened at all. And many of the things that have come my way as a result of this completely new path in my life are much better than I could have ever designed if I were designing it. I wasn't designing it. As I said, in the first part of the path, I was rejecting it. I didn't want it. And I didn't believe that it was possible, and I didn't believe if it was possible that it was possible for me, and I didn't believe if it was possible for me that it would happen for me. And it was only by showing up a day at a time and listening to these people that my life started to change.